Hey there guys, what is going on? It is a very exciting time to be a Call of Duty fan. Of course, we have the Season 6 roadmap, which is of course dropping on October 7th, which is next week. Very exciting times, as I said. Now, we did make a video the other day of what we did expect from Season 6, or at least what we wanted to see in Season 6, and it turns out that actually none of that was true. So, that's good. But anyway, just before we do get into talking about the Season 6 roadmap here, there's a lot of stuff to cover, so make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on, just in case you want to stay up to date with all of the Season 6 content that we do have dropping very soon, as well as moving into Vanguard when that does drop on November 5th. So we are on the Call of Duty blog post website, and we can see that we do have, of course, the lovely roadmap. We are getting 2 new 6v6 maps. As I said in the video previously, we are getting the shortest season. This is only going to be about 30 days in between when this does launch and of course when Vanguard does come out. So they've packed a little bit more content than they do normally. As I said, we are getting 2 new multiplayer maps in terms of 6v6 as well as a new 2v2 gunfight map, which is very cool. We're also getting a new zombies map, which is super exciting, called Forsaken. We're getting a new perk, which is PhD Slider instead of Flopper, because you can't dolphin dive in this game, so it would have been a little weird. But from reading the blog post later on, you can actually still get like a jumping, like damage explosion effect, which is kind of cool. There's a new wonder weapon in that map in the Chrysalax, which is very cool as well, man. I love seeing all these new names, all these new cool stuff. Of course, new support stuff in the hand cannon and the ARC-XD, which is just going to be a little remote controlled drone. A seasonal event, which is for Halloween, of course, starts on October the 19th, and that is going to be the mid-season update point for this, because we are getting a new weapon at the mid-season update. There's Warzone changes to the map. The map basically blew up. Adler blew up the map, which is causing damage to Stadium and downtown. There's World War II bunkers. The original Gulag's coming back. Again, we are seeing Mason come back, which is, again, very cool, man. Everyone loves to see Mason return. He's such a famous character, man. So very important. Again, the new weapons that we are getting is the 410 Ironside, which is a shotgun, going to be very interesting. The Grav, which is basically just a Galil again, which is really interesting that they decided to just add another Galil style weapon. We've got the Farah, we've got the Krieg, and you're like, they all do fairly similar things, so hopefully this is a little bit different to some of those other weapons and actually does perform quite well. We've got the Battle Axe as well, which is just, that's going to be goofy. If we unlock that one, we're just going to be swinging that thing around. And in the middle of the season, in that Haunting event update, we are getting the Lapa SMG as well, and the Hammer and Sickle, which is... Oh. More melee weapons is always interesting. Why not just add another SMG or something like that? So as we go through this here, basically this is just the details of what actually is happening in the Season 6 event, all the new content coming to Warzone and stuff. There's different points of interest, as you could probably expect. This is the picture of the stadium being blown up, which is, again, super spicy again. As you can see, big craters in here. This is actually going to change up the Warzone map a little bit. As I said, they are actually destroying the downtown area. As you can see, the stadium as well. The crack runs basically all the way through downtown. Buildings have been knocked over, as you can see. Look at this thing, man. This is like on the ground. That's really cool. It's actually nice to see that some of the tops of the buildings are actually going to get just leveled, and you're actually going to be able to play on them, which is fairly interesting. Now, it is increasing greater maneuverability across all the levels of location, including within the cracks of the earth. So there's going to be another little sub-level bit, which is actually cool as well. There is World War II bunkers being added, which is adding to the intrigue. Again, this is probably going to lead into the story of Vanguard, as it says here. Where was it? After Adler discovered the existence of these relics of a bygone era, he drilled down the Earth's surface to plant seismic charges to set off a greater explosion. Their mysterious nature hints at what will be coming following Vanguard's launch. Very exciting stuff, of course. Always love to see the Warzone map changes. For some reason, they brought the Gulag back. The original Gulag back. People must have been like, yeah, the old Gulag would have been cool. That's just weird change, man. As we can see in this lovely picture here, we do have Mr. Mason here, looking very nice. Again, we do have the Galil that he's holding in the background. Looks very similar to the Farah 83, man. And then you look at it and you're like, it is different. We'll have to see how it does play in game, because that's, as I said, a little bit of a weird addition to the game when we do have weapons that are very similar as it is. Again, as I said, we are getting the new Forsaken Zombies map experience, which is going to be the epic conclusion, of course, to the Cold War Zombies experience. And as we do know, that is moving, of course, into Vanguard, which is going to be like a different era set previous to this. But again, very interesting stuff in terms of that zombies. Again, there is the new update in terms of the new perk, which is PhD Slider. You hit that slide and you just basically blow people up. We saw that in the trailer. The new zombies map actually does look very cool. There's not too much of an idea of what's going on here. We are going to have to wait for a little bit more detail when this fully does get revealed and released and stuff like that. But again, it looks like it's going to be set in like a big sort of Soviet facility thing with like mind control and all these other goofy stuff. So it's going to be very, very cool, man. Just keep an eye out for this. We might end up making a couple of zombies videos on the new Forsaken map if there is stuff that we think we need to cover. As you can see here, there is the new wonder weapon on this map, which, as I said, is the Crystal Axe, which does form this like a very, very sweet looking melee weapon, but also apparently turns into like a weird looking laser rapid fire energy weapon, which is pretty goofy. So talking about one of the new maps that we are getting in the new update is of course Deprogrammed. Now, this is a very, very interesting map. This is a little ethereal, a little spooky, a little bit weird. As you can see, this is actually just inside Adler's mind, which is weird. I'll read you the description because this takes a little bit of explaining. During Adler's interrogation and deprogram, memories from his convoluted past come to life as a warped combat arena in Deprogram. Here you'll pass through the red doors as the fight rages through Adler's broken brain. That's very, very ethereal, very weird. Each part of the map is a fragment of Adler's memory stitched together to form one of the most unique map experiences ever seen in Call of Duty. The red doors, as you can see, there is a red door back there. So maybe we're going to see little bits of features from like the Warzone map here, maybe? We might end up seeing some stuff like that, but they're all bits of the map are going to be connected via red doors, little teleporter things, which is just super weird, man. I didn't think we were going to go this way in this Call of Duty. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see. The red doors found throughout Deprogram can be quickly used to traverse the map, which may lead to power positions over objectives or be used for four-dimensional plays that can help you outsmart your opponent. So again, just looking at this little screenshot here, you can see that the boundary of this map is like the brain, like the numbers. That's just going to be very, very different, man. I'm very much looking forward to this because this is going to be super, super different here. The next map that we are getting in the 6v6 variety is America, which is basically just in like a Soviet facility, like a mock American town, which is again a very, very cool setting for a map. From what I can tell, I believe, I'm not 100% sure of this, but I believe this is set in the similar facility that we are receiving for the new Zombies map. It does look very similar, and something on the trailer did basically make me think that this is going to be in the Zombies map as well, because there was like a bit of the American town thing in the Zombies bit, so this might just be connected. As you can see here, we take the war to a Soviet recreation of an American main street in the 6v6 map, America. A secret military facility in the heart of the USSR, which again is the same place and the same setting for the Forsaken map. This medium-sized map will have you fighting through a replica of a town that includes a pizzeria, theater, and a Burger Town mock-up. As you can see, big Burger Town fella here, love him. Maneuver through the buildings for close quarter combat and watch out for long range weaponry. In the main street, I imagine there's probably going to be at least 1 or 2 buildings that sort of sit at either end of the main street and you can shoot each other from there. So that's going to be pretty cool. Probably going to be one of those maps that does have a little bit of combat for everyone. It's just very, very exciting. We are also getting a new sort of 2v2, 3v3 map, which as I said, as I always mention when these new maps come out, this is going to be in the 6v6 face-off playlist as well, which is very, very exciting because that is a very fun, fast-paced playlist because you can just get so much experience, so much weapon stuff done in that. So it's very, very cool as well. In the new update, of course, we're getting 5 weapons, including a lever action shotgun, which is very, very exciting, a reliable assault rifle within the battle pass system, in addition to a new melee weapon that we are getting via a challenge, all available on the day 1 update of course, season 6. Very, very exciting. During the season, expect to earn a unique SMG and a new set of dual wield melee tools. Let's talk about that a little more here if we can find it. Where is it? Alrighty, so as you can see here, the 3 new weapons, 5 new armaments, 3 of them are available at launch. This is, as you can see here, the new assault rifle, which is the, what was it called? The Grav, which is basically, as I said, the Galil. So 3 new weapons are coming to the launch of the 410 Ironhide Shotgun, hard-hitting extreme close quarter battle options, of course, the reliable mid-range assault rifle known as the Grav or the Galil, and the devastating battle axe, which is just such a goofy option to add to the game. I love it. And when we are getting the mid-season update, which is of course the 19th, I believe we're getting this update on the 19th because that's the start of the Haunting event, the prototypical Bullpup SMG, and a set of deadly melee tools to come later on in the fall. In the shotgun, this is going to be very, very interesting. I expect this very much to go in the sidearm category, which I'm always a little disappointed about when they do add new shotguns that they have to go in the sidearm category. It's just a little sad, but it is what it is here. Again, the lever action shotgun, high damage at close range with an improved fire rate, reliable 2-shot kill with a short 1-shot range. It'll be very interesting to see just how quickly the 2 shots do get fired with this thing. If it's quite quickly and you can fire the trigger very, very fast, it's actually going to be a very powerful weapon. Then we do have the Grav Assault Rifle, which is very, very similar to something that we have seen previously in the Galil. Fully auto assault rifle, fast firing rifle with improved range, fastest bullet velocity in class is very, very tempting for something like that because of course you can hit the target very, very fast and hard when you do get something like that with decent bullet detection. Modest damage and moderate recoil, so it's probably going to be like a 4 to 5 shot kill. And Look at this picture, man. That is everything you need to know about the dual axe. This is going to be very, very cool here, man. Then we are getting the Lapa SMG, which look at this thing. This is really, really cool. I actually really do like this. It looks like a baby M4. Sweet looking weapon here. This is like a baby 9mm M4, I think, like what it looks like. Again, fully auto submachine gun, lightweight prototype with reliable damage and good firing control, improved handling and range with a slower fire rate. So this is going to be a very, very interesting weapon to get added to the game. Again, we're not going to be able to use this for super long because, as I said, we are jumping into Vanguard, and this does drop hopefully on the 19th with the Haunting update. So we're only going to have about 2 weeks-ish to play around with it, but hopefully that should be enough time. So we've actually jumped over to the Treyarch blog post, and there is one more thing I wanted to add here. We're getting weapon tuning in this patch as well, which is, again, very, very exciting. Weapon tuning for the EM2, the Tech 9, the Marshall, the C58, and the LC10, and more. Again, very, very exciting times, of course. We love weapon changes on this channel, mostly because it lets us make more content for you guys, let you know what's good, what's bad, and so on. Again, these are probably going to be nerfs to the EM2 and the Tech 9, and hopefully the Marshall. Fingers crossed the Marshall does get nerfed because it's basically ruining the game at the moment. I love it because it's just so goofy, so much fun to just be like, yeah, I'm going to kill you up close, and you pull out your shotguns and they die. The C58 is probably going to get some buffs, maybe increase that damage number a little bit, maybe something to compete with the EM2. Hopefully, again, fingers crossed. The LC10, I'm not really sure what they're going to do with that. I don't think it's actually too strong anymore. The TTK is not that quick and the recoil's still... it's not too bad to handle, so I'm pretty interested in what they're going to do with that, because Season 6 does drop on October 7th, which is going to be next week, and it's going to be very, very busy time because Battlefield Beta does drop on the 6th, I think. So we're going to be busy that week. We're going to be busy that weekend. It's going to be an incredibly busy time. So expect to see lots of videos on the channel. Again, thank you very much for watching this one. Hopefully we do really, really get some great content coming in Season 6. A lot of it does look very, very exciting, especially the Deprogram map. That's going to be very, very goofy and weird. I'm looking forward to that. New zombie stuff as well. But again, thank you very much for watching. As I said, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye!